Hello, everyone. This is Executive Consultant Doug Parker, and today I want to talk to you just a little bit about Ambit Energy. Over the past few months, I've been asked many times just about different things, new consultants or prospective consultants wanting to know about Ambit, and sometimes words will come up like pyramid or pyramid scheme or scam and different things, not necessarily specifically about Ambit, but just generally about the concept of direct sales or network marketing. So what I want to talk today is really specifically about Ambit Energy and the reasons why what we do is legitimate, and talk about the credibility that Ambit Energy has. I'm not speaking about any other organization or any other form of direct sales. There are many successful companies that are out there that do things the right way, but I do want to talk about Ambit Energy and how was formed and the credibility that it has. So number one, since 2006, Ambit Energy has been helping in two different ways. Number one, we help people save money on electricity and natural gas. And here's primarily in the 16 states and Washington, D.C. in the U.S., but most recently in Japan. The date we're recording this is on August the 1st of 2017. So I know there's going to be many other markets to come, but for right now, it's 11 years, a little bit over 11 years of helping people save money on electricity and natural gas, and then helping other people do the same thing. That's the only thing that Ambit does. So we don't sell any kind of products to anyone that they're not already purchasing. So it's not like we're asking them to pay a premium for some type of product that we're pushing, whether it be vitamins or supplements or whatever. Again, not there's anything wrong with that, but that's not what we do. So everyone that we're asking to be part of our company, whether it's either to buy energy or natural gas from us or as a consultant, everyone is already doing what we're doing. We're just asking them to do business with us and then pay less than retail. So compared to the incumbent providers, we save customers money on the services. So it's a really great deal for the consumers. It's a great deal for us. We get to help people save money while we're making money. So that's the number one thing. Again, when you start looking at time, from 2006, we've been doing this. So at this moment of this recording, 11 years. So when people talk about scams or pyramids or whatever, those are typically very short-term type environments where eventually they run out of juice. That's not the case, with our organization. We've been helping people for many, many, many years. Number two, I want to kind of go over the fact that we've done over $1 billion in U.S. revenue since 2013. So you got 2013, 2014, 2015, 2016. That's 4 consecutive years of over $1 billion. I'm sure we're about a little over halfway through 2017. I'm sure we'll hit that mark again this year. So that'll be 5 years of over $1 billion in U.S. revenue. Again, you can't do that kind of volume if it's not legitimate. And then really lastly, the last thing that I want to kind of hit on, and this really is specifically to the comments of people making that, of scams and of pyramid schemes, we have to be approved by the government in every single market that we're in. So we have to get a license to retail energy, whether it be electricity or natural gas. That cannot be done if the government doesn't approve us to do so. We are approved in every market, and in the U.S., I think there's a little over 80 markets that we're in those 16 states in D.C., and in Japan as well, the markets that we're in there. So it's all the markets in Japan with the exception of Okinawa, and there are many markets to come. I don't know exactly what those markets are, but rest assured, if we go into them, the government will have to approve us to go into those markets. And when I have conversations with new prospective consultants or consumers, and I really go through all the credibility, the number one fastest growing privately held company in America in 2010, many other accolades and awards, J.D. Powers and Associates Awards for customer service. All of those things are great, but whenever it requires government approval, it's kind of the moment where everything that kind of closes the gap on everything, because the reality is we cannot do business in any market if the government hasn't first vetted our company and approved us for that process. And if we don't do things the right way, they can take away our licensing. So it's not some kind of a deal where we just popped into a market or into a country and now here we are, we're ready to do business. We are approved by every government that the markets that we're in. So that's really a big one. I just want to kind of hit on that credibility piece. ways so that you can use that in your toolbox. And if you're a consumer or you're a prospective consultant looking into the business, that really is, the biggest piece of what we do to know from a credibility standpoint. The government's vetted us, the government's approved us, and the government can take our licenses away if we don't do business the right way. So I hope that answers your questions about any language with regarded to pyramids or pyramid schemes. Those things are illegal, and the government would never approve anything like that. And just our long-term credibility here in the U.S. market and now in Japan. I really appreciate everyone tuning in. Go out there and be ambitious.